Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
Jeff, it is really pouring right now on top of our roof.
We hear it well on this roof because the roof is literally right above our heads. And of course, here on top of the mountain, the wind is a little bit enhanced.
Yes.
And we hear that blowing through the towers as well. So it is definitely a wet and blustery night out there, to say the least, all across the area. Let's talk about it. How much longer is it going to stay like this? Well, the good news is a lot of this is going to wrap up while you are sleeping overnight tonight. The rain chances here heading through the next 10 hours will stay high through about 3 or 4 in the morning. And then as we work our way towards daybreak, that's when we'll start to see most of this wet weather tapering on off. So the positive is that, yes, it's not been a nice evening. It's not going to get better for a few hours, but at least it's happening at night and not the middle of the day when we're all out and about trying to do our thing. As far as how much rain will continue to fall, we're still keying in on around an inch to maybe as much as an inch and a quarter, inch and a half in a few spots. So this is all going to add up. It'll help out with the drought situation. By the way, we get an update on that tomorrow. Will not reflect the rain that we are getting tonight. So even as we show you that tomorrow, just keep that in mind, that it will not include what does fall overnight tonight. This is our main story short term. Heading into next week, we'll be talking about this once we get through tonight. There is going to be a pattern change. We've actually been giving you the alert about this for the last few days. We're going to get a strong trough of low pressure. You can see it here, dip in the airflow over the middle of the country, and that's going to usher in probably some more rain, although I don't think that'll be the big part of the story. What will be the coldest air of the season coming into the Tennessee Valley. So stay tuned for the latest on that. We'll have some chilly days perhaps later next week, and maybe looking at our first freeze of the season as well, depending on how all that shakes out between now and the end of next week. Right now, though, we can tell you, and you can stick your head out the window if you want to and check it out yourself. It is wet, it is windy. We've got widespread rain here, I-65 and eastward, including the greater Huntsville area. Precip is starting to break up a bit out towards the shoals, but there's still a little bit more wet weather here on Wave 31 Triple Doppler out in that direction that we will have to get through here in the coming hours. Latest with Future Radar, doing a pretty good job showing the larger shield of rain, I-65 east, the breakup in some of the wet weather out to the west. But we're not completely going to dry things out here anytime soon. Midnight tonight, that larger shield of rain shifting into Georgia, but there's going to be additional showers and some embedded heavier downpours that will continue to track through during the overnight hours. 3 o'clock in the morning, we're likely still dealing with rainfall, 65 and east, but we are starting to see it taper off out into the shoals, and that drying trend will advance eastward on into tomorrow morning. 6 a.m. here on your Thursday. May still have some showers around, particularly over the northeast corner of the state, Marshall, Jackson, DeKalb County. Be sure to check in with Grace first thing tomorrow morning. She'll show you what's left over on Wave 31 Triple Doppler. But by mid-morning on Thursday, even those showers are moving out. We'll still likely keep a lot of cloud cover going into tomorrow afternoon, but the drying trend will kick in as we head through your Thursday. The wind's also going to die down. Now, we're still going to see winds 25 to 35 mile per hour gusts through midnight, but as we work our way late tonight and especially into tomorrow morning, that wind's really going to drop off markedly as well. Overnight, your temperatures basically where they are now. We'll wake up into the mid to upper 50s. From there, though, not expecting a big warm up. Again, rain chances will diminish through the morning hours. Some clouds will hang on into the afternoon. A breezy day tomorrow, but not as windy as it was earlier today. And those temperatures will not budge much, going from the upper 50s in the morning to the low, maybe a few locations in the mid 60s tomorrow afternoon. We'll go 62 for Moulton and Muscle Shoals, same in Decatur, right around 64 in Huntsville, but a little cooler there in Scottsboro, 59, 62 in Fort Payne tomorrow. Here's your Wave 31 Storm Tracker 10-day. Again, once the rain wraps up early tomorrow, smooth sailing into the weekend. Got some chilly mornings in the 40s. Afternoons look nice in the upper 60s to low 70s. Next week starts warm. It will not end that way. Again, when we get that pattern change Tuesday into Wednesday, a little rain with it, but the bigger story will be those chillier days, maybe a few days only in the low 50s for highs. Overnight temperatures getting down into the 30s late next week, and it is possible we could be looking at a freeze. We're due for it. In fact, we are overdue for that first freeze for much of the area. That usually happens by early November. So if we get it end of next week, that would be kind of expected, being that we've not seen it yet in many areas.
I'm ready. I have several coats in my shopping cart.
Yep, and at least heading into that weekend before Thanksgiving, it'll actually kind of feel like Thanksgiving weather.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Jeff, thank you. Recognize